Hello, avocado fans. Cherry season is here and it is getting hot. We are getting into the 90s. And I wanted to show you the results of what happens when you get the watering schedule right, how much your trees will love you for it, and what you can expect when you take good care of your trees. I want to start with the Carmen. The Carmen back here was suffering in my last video. It is now bouncing back with new buds popping out. Again, when it is above 90, I water it the day before and the day after. Not too much, just a little bit so it stays moist. And you can see the buds popping out, ready to go. This Carmen is happy and bouncing back. For some shade protection, I put some potted figs next to the Nabal. And then this is to give it some partial shade, because if you live inland, Riverside, San Bernardino, in California and in Northern California, you get triple digits, the trees can suffer. So this one is getting some shade, and that is because when an avocado falls from a tree, what happens? The mother tree gives it shade, and then the stalk grows, much like this Mexicola, straight up into the sky, where it'll pop out through the canopy and it will get full sun. Full sun is definitely the ideal, and full sun will give you higher production and your tree will grow faster. But you can also make shade work for you. If you have a small yard like mine, shade can work in your favor, and for the baby trees it helps. In fact, I'm going to show you a tree that is being shade protected right now. This one though is on Mexicola, and it has not bounced back, but you can see it is still green and it is getting water daily. And because it is a Mexicola, and a Mexican type at that, I'm confident it will come back, because Mexican types of avocados are much hardier and stronger. Where the Guatemalan types, they're a little more sensitive, especially to the cold. And the other problem with that Mexicola is that it was in a pot, and the roots had nowhere to go, so it just grew tall. It was root bound, maybe even had some root rot. So the tree is completely unbalanced, but it will bounce back. So when you buy the big trees as they are selling here in Northern California, keep that in mind, because I had a conversation with Tropical Central Valley, and he discusses buying tropicals and just buying them small. Why? Because when they're small, as this one is, the roots want to go in the ground. Right now, the roots are about the size of a peach and they have nowhere to go. So the tree would be off balance by just growing tall. So why not get the tree when it's young and small and wants to go into the native soil? Because by doing that, it will get big and strong and probably get you fruit faster. Now, I did get lucky with this one, so I'm here to tell you it can work. This is a Fuerte, and I bought it this size, and this one survived. So the Mexicola is having stress and problems. This Fuerte is fine. Let's look at a third one. This one was in a sleeve. This is the gem avocado. And what had happened is I bought the gem big, excited about the size, thinking bigger is better. But guess what? The roots being a sleeve had nowhere to go. And now I'm paying the price this year. This gem, which you can see is whitewashed, is still green, but you know what? It was suffering and branches started burning off. Rather than see an avocado tree die, which I have seen enough times in my life, I decided to save it. I put it in a big pot. The root ball was very small, like a peach, maybe slightly bigger than a peach, but really very small. And now it is in that pot and is getting shade protection from the Pinkerton. And hopefully it'll bounce back and be rehomed next year. This Pinkerton, on the other hand, was a 5-gallon, and I put it there. The roots went into the ground. It stayed about calm for the first couple years. Once the roots are comfortable, it started shooting up, and look at it now. Big, beautiful avocado tree with lots of growth and a very consistent producer. If you want fruit, if you want to see the results, I really recommend just buying a small tree. Rather than spending money on a big tree, buy 2, and you could gift one or sell one or simply rehome it. Or maybe even have 2 of the same variety in your yard. Personally, I like variety, so I never have 2 the same. But speaking of which, I have a reed grafted back there, and it looks like I have a reed here. Those of you who watch all my videos, I wanted to show you an update on the reed growing from a log. Look at that. This is a reed log. It was in the ground. We had 6 months of cold and rain. And guess what? This reed log started sprouting a reed avocado tree. So it is here in a shady area, and it's in a barrel where it gets lots of water. And I might someday have a reed avocado tree from a reed log. And I'm thinking, and if you read the comments from that video, growing trees from a log, there are people who believe that this is maybe how they did it in Mesoamerica hundreds of years ago, even today. So maybe this is how our ancestors propagated different avocado varieties that we enjoy today. Thank you for watching. Something exciting, and something I'll keep you guys updated on. But again, it's getting hot. Water your trees daily when it's hot. And again, save yourself a lot of time, money, and frustration. Buy yourself the small potted tropicals or avocados, and you'll be much happier for it. Have a good day.